Guys, welcome back after the short break. Let us quickly wrap up today's lesson. So in today's lesson, we looked at transport maps as well as distance tables. We found that with transport maps, what is important, that it indicates the transport routes, right, that buses, trains and taxis takes, together with its stops to pick up or to drop off passengers along the route. We also indicated that the main components are color-coded lines to indicate each route or service, with named icons to indicate the stations or the stops. Okay? Now, transport maps can be found in the transit vehicles, right, at the platforms or as printed timetables. Also important is that the primary function is to help users, right, to efficiently use the public transport system, including which station functions as interchange between the lines. All right, and then we also looked at distance tables, right? And we indicated here that a distance table indicates the approximate distance between towns, right, in a table. Also important, there is no need to calculate distances, right? No need, using a scale on a map. For example, a distance table is typically a matrix where the origins, right, are shown in the first column and the destinations are shown in the first row. Right? So the distance from any origin, meaning where we start, right, to our destination is shown where a row and a column intersect. And we indicated the word intersect simply means where the two places meet. All right, so that's what we've looked at. Now I would like to point out some errors that I want you to avoid, okay, or things you should be mindful about. So I'm saying here, when working with distance tables, right, make sure that you find the point where the two locations or towns intersect, where they meet. All right, take time, make sure you work with the correct places before you answer the question. Well, what else is important? Ensure that you know your general direction, the compass direction that we are referring to, okay? Also important, when counting symbols, etc., on a map, right, it's always best practice to double check your answer, right? Double check your answer, go and count again. Then remember, 1 million millimeter equals 1 kilometer, as we have seen when we calculated the actual distance, right, from millimeters to kilometers. Then very important, read question or instruction with due diligence. Guys, don't just gloss over the question and now you think you have to answer. Make sure you understand exactly what the question is all about. And then also important, familiarize yourself, right, with the plans or maps before attempting any of the questions. Make sure you know what is it all about. Okay, and then lastly I've indicated here, rounding off is an independent mark. So what do I mean by that? Even though your answer is wrong, right, but you've rounded off correctly according to the context, say for example to 2 decimal places, and you round it off correctly, that mark will stand. Okay, that is what is meant by independent mark. Now guys, let's quickly look at your homework for the upcoming week. Here's our challenge. I said here that Donald will be traveling from Maputo to George, right? The distance between these two places is 1,670 kilometers. Donald stated that he will complete the journey in less than 14 hours if he travels at an average speed of 120 kilometers per hour. Here is what you need to do. Verify, showing all calculations. And please note, this is the type of questions you will see. Now, level 4 question. Verify, showing all calculations, whether his statement is valid or not. Then we said you may use the formula, distance equals speed multiplied by time. Guys, that's your challenge for the upcoming week. Please ensure that you tackle it, right? Try it, and we'll see what you come up with. Thank you so much for joining us today. Hope to see you next time. Remember to work every day and stay safe. Goodbye.